think about it too much, too much, too much, too much. This is more than just a new lust for you. Ah, ah.
Everyone needs to gift themselves 1 month in a sleepy Italian village. Walking around barefoot, taking the bus to get gelato, reading books about olive farmers, eating bread with your hands, and not giving a single fuck about a modern ambition. They say reinvention doesn't happen overnight, but sometimes all it takes is waking up somewhere new. I spent most of my life building offers, building businesses, building teams, building systems, building versions of myself that I thought the world would respect. But I came to Italy to remember what it means to unbuild, to let the scaffolding fall, to see what's underneath. You hear that lightning and thunder? You can see it. Watch lightning and thunder's gonna happen right now, I'm telling you. Right on cue. I hope I don't get zapped. This is Tuscany, land of slowness, land of taste, land of mornings that stretch wide enough for your thoughts to echo. In this part of the world, they don't talk much about hustle. They talk about flavor, about being present, about choosing the right wine. In Tuscany, I remembered what it felt like to rest without guilt. I was able to slow down without breaking down. Maybe the first step in reinventing yourself isn't deciding who you want to become. Maybe it's letting go of the version of you who never felt safe to stop.
Room service. Firstly, we have some cured meats.
Oh, cured is...
From the Tuscan region. Here, my love. And then we also have some hummus to eat this with.
Oh yeah.
My cane.
you know the damn cured hummus.
And then lastly, I can't remember what this is. Oh, this is the beef tartare. Here.
Tuck it into my chain.
This is so extra.
This is so sick.
No, è perché mi hanno fatti con l'audio delle slot, mi stanno collaudando le slot.
Okay. Sit. You sit down now.
I said, I bet there's a Porsche under there. There's Porsches everywhere in this town. And casually, the prettiest color schemes you've seen.
By the time we got to Lake Garda, everything smelled like lemons. The streets, the towels, even the old Italian men running the gelato shops reeked of citrus and espresso. It was like the whole town had been dipped in sunlight and left to dry. But a few days into the trip, I started noticing something else. A tightness in my chest. There was a subtle twitch in my brain looking for something to fix, and it happens every time that I slow down. It's like my body forgets how to rest. So good, I want this so bad. It wants a problem to solve. It wants tension, conflict, the next hit of dopamine. It remembers the fight before it remembers the stillness. I caught myself pacing like I was late for a call, but there was no call. Just boats on the water, kids licking lemon ice, and Jade. Wide-eyed, curious, present. My Jade. She'd never been to Europe. Watching her take it all in, that slow, quiet kind of wonder, it reminded me of a little kid touching sand for the first time. There's a mix of awe and confusion, like where has this been all my life? It wasn't the thousands of birds flying around at sunset. It wasn't the world-class food that stuck with me, or the hospitality. It was the way that Jade's eyes softened, the way that time slowed down around her. For a second, I stopped thinking about what was next, and I was just there, present. Sometimes the most beautiful part of a trip is watching someone you love arrive in a world that they didn't know they were missing. Arrived in Milan carrying the weight of 1,000 quiet endings. Not all at once, but layered, the way that dust collects on something that you used to use every day. It was never about the city, not really. I could tell from the moment I stepped out of the car that this place was going to be somewhere that I'd leave something behind. Maybe it would be a business, a version of myself, maybe both. People talk about life in seasons, but to me it always felt more like chapters. And this was the last page of one. The kind that you don't realize is the end until your fingers go to turn the next page and there's nothing there. On the drive in, I'd heard David Whyte tell a story that I hadn't been able to stop thinking about. It's about a girl who is lost in a forest and asks an elder what to do. In fact, it's a poem called Lost. The elder tells her, "You enter the forest at the darkest point, where there is no path, because that's how you know it's yours." I don't know what I'm walking into next, but I do know that the chapter before this one is over. The island of Sardinia, our final stop. Sardinia showed me polarity. Old money, no money, tourists in linen, fishermen with knives, silence and noise, the part of you that wants to disappear, and the part of you that still wants to win. This is the first time that I felt back in my body. The sun felt different. All right, so I'm in Sardinia right now. Took this boat out. Jade's across over here on the rocks. And this is just so classic. There's a mobile espresso, Aperol Spritz, and ice cream guy that just pulled up right here. And he's dropping off ice creams and espressos. In the middle, I'm not talking like we're on an island. I'm on an island off of an island. Jade's fucking, I don't know if you guys can see her, she's over there. Don't tell anybody, but all I can think about is building this new business. Mark my words, it's not just gonna be $1 billion business, million, 100 million. It's gonna be a $100 billion business. 5 years, just give me 5 years. Until then, let me enjoy my life. Let me work a little bit, too much. And let me vacation a little too hard. Motherfucker. I think I'm doing this life thing right? Right. See, isn't a vacation supposed to feel like an escape? But this island felt like coming home. It reminded me of summers in 2004, back when your only job was to run across the street after school, grab your friend, grab your bike, and build the damn treehouse before the sun went down. See, that feeling of nostalgia brings back a question of purpose, a question that I've been asking myself far too often. Back then, there was no questions of purpose, just presence. Think about it. Maybe that's the point. Maybe the best parts of us aren't found on the top of some mountain or at the bottom of some sales funnel. Maybe they're hiding in the place that we're too busy to return to. And if you're lucky, and if you go far enough, and slow enough, or stay just long enough, you get to remember who you were before the world told you who to be.